Hey guys, I'm here in my small little workshop in my garage, and I've come up with a new design for a bandsaw blank, and I'm going to give an orca whale a try and see how it turns out. Now, the thing I can foresee being an issue is after we cut out this side, tape it back together, and then cut out this side, is that we have fins, the bottom fins and the top fin, they don't actually have any shape to them from the front perspective of the whale if you're looking at it head on. But I think it'll be a little too tricky to tape to um, to make a template for this and then tape it up a second time and to cut out a third perspective. So I'm going to try just cutting out the two sides and then hand carving the fins out, and we'll see how that goes. So now I've got my my first side cut out. Here's a tip: try to keep it in 3 pieces as much as you can. That makes taping it together much easier, and especially to minimize how much you're cutting through this second side. So as long as we tape that together like that, making sure things are fairly lined up, that should give us a pretty easy second cut. And I like to go twice around this horizontally and then once around vertically too, just so I have so things are pretty secure. Try to keep this side as clean and as flat as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're going to lower the throat and finish cutting out the whale. All right, and so now we're left with our blank. And yeah, I think it turned out okay so far. So as you can see, the fins aren't really very shaped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand saw to actually saw these off. You could also whittle them off if you wanted to, but I think using a saw or even a Dremel might be faster. Try and get it to do something like this. I think would be good. Sorry, I can't see there. Yeah, so something like that. And then for these fins, ideally, we kind of go the other way. So like this. Now, because of the grain direction, the tail is much stronger than these fins. These fins are going to be a bit more durable because they're going with the grain, but this one I'm going to have to be a bit more careful about because the grain, as you can see, is going to be shorter. It's not going this way, it's going this way. But that was by design because I wanted the tail was going to be the thinnest part, and I wanted that to be nice and strong. So just kind of get it in general shape. We're saving ourselves time by hogging away these big bits. Okay, it's pretty good. So we've got a basic shape there, and we'll clean that up after on the with the rotary tool. And let's do those now. we kind of come to the sculpting process. So I'm going to use this really fine engraving bit. I don't know if you can see that. To try and finish off this cut here. Okay, so we've got those fins carved out. Pretty happy with that. And now we're just gonna sand it out with the rotary tool, and then maybe use a bit of hand sanding to finish it up. And we're almost done. All right, so I finally finished making this Orca, and I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah. Okay. We'll let that sit for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and wipe off the excess. If you'd like the plans for this little guy, this Orca whale, you can find it in the link in the description. Thanks.